it's a funny play, and there's a lot of one of the words that we attached to it early on, one of the descriptive words, was whimsical. That it's, there's a real sense of whimsy about the play and the characters, and so we hope we convey that. The liberties we've taken have been to break the rules a bit, to say, this character puts his feet up on the settee because he can, because he likes to break the rules, not because he doesn't know what the rules are. So we've really tried to be conscious of carriage, the way you walk, the way you talk, of course British dialects, and the manners of the time.
These corsets are actually big on these girls because we've put padding into them to give that hourglass shape instead of pulling the waist down. Wow. Because women in this time would have worn these corsets from about the age of 8, so they would have compressed their ribs down. I can't suddenly compress somebody's ribs down. So instead, we'll put the padding on, the corset will keep their waist where it is, and then we don't get that weird breathiness that's really going to work against the show.
In designing The Importance of Being Earnest, we have to look at an intimate space that must represent multiple locations while all the while still having a functionality for 3 different locations. In this case, we do that by looking at a painted floor. This is a very large, expansive floor that takes up most of the space. But by arranging different furniture in different places, we can create different locations. In this case, we're looking at Algernon Moncrieff's city flat where he lives by himself. And then in the 3rd act, we move into the morning room for the interior of John Worthing's home. In that sense, we're again dressing an interior, but in this case, it's the fashion and the style of John Worthing and his household as opposed to Algernon. We see this great dichotomy between Algernon and John and the way they live their lives and interact with other people. And we do that through very specific fabric, furniture, and upholstery choices. And then also in the way we arrange this room, giving the actors obstacles to chase each other around or follow or get in the way of just their blocking as they move through the show itself and eventually reach its culmination.
Gwendolen is headstrong and sassy, if I do say so myself. She just knows what she wants and she goes for that. And I think that that's one of the coolest things about her. In the show, she is Ernest's love interest, and her mom is kind of a monster and doesn't want Ernest and her to be together, so that's kind of the obstacle that I fight against in the show.
What I love about the good doctor is he is very genuine and honest, and he is one of the more relatable characters and one of the more wholesome characters in the show.
The amount of women who flirt with their own husbands is perfectly absurd. It looks so bad. It's simply washing one's clean linens in public. Besides, now that I know you to be a confirmed Bunburyist, I naturally want to talk to you about Bunbury, and I want to tell you the rules. I am not a Bunburyist at all!
I think one of the things Oscar Wilde was doing was poking fun at British society and British manners and mores. And so he's saying, in this society at this time, don't take yourself too seriously. But for us today in the 21st century, don't take yourself so seriously. Have fun, enjoy life, and laugh.
No, I was just checking this place.
This is the only time you get to do math?
Yep, and it's the only time I choose to do math.
Is acting a rough life?
It's very hard.
They like it, I like it. Thank you. All righty. Here we go, guys. Just have a couple of minutes.
I'm sorry, I see it and I just have to move. I have to jump. I just have to groove. Swaggy, swag, Bieber days. Hey, Josh.
That's Tristan Cardew. Oh, the camera?
They don't like attention at all.